Hey everybody, my name is Bruce Breedlove. I'm the marketing director for Momentum Realty. I have the pleasure today of speaking with Bailey Hutchinson. She is one of our newer agents with the brokerage, but she has been killing it online. I know she's got some great transactions under her belt with us so far. I'd love to talk to her about so much that's going on. And I have to say, your branding and your social media presence is one of my favorites. So congratulations there. I'm always looking at your stuff. It always catches my eye. And I've even reached out and asked you advice about what you do because I want to steal some of it. So Bailey, tell me what's been going on with you since you joined, about your business and what's been going on the past couple of weeks.
Yeah, so it hasn't even been a full month, I don't think, that I've been with Momentum, but it's been all positive. So right now I have a little over 1.3 million under contract since I joined. Yeah. My profit has increased by 53%, which is crazy. It's amazing. So it's been great. The trainings are good. All the advice and resources that I have at my fingertips have been awesome. So I'm enjoying it.
So a profit increase of 53%. So 53% is a number. It's a percentage. Like, tell me about what difference that's made in just a short period of time in your life and your business, like concrete differences that you now, having made the decision coming to Momentum, like how was your life different because of that 53% extra profit?
So, so far I've been able to invest in new lead generating platforms. So that's been huge because that's going to continue to grow my business. I've been able to invest in new software to be more organized and create more efficiency in my transactions and just really streamline my processes. But I think my favorite part of it all is just really having control now of my business. And then having that extra money to say, okay, this is where I'm going to invest. This is what I'm going to do with these additional profits. So it's been a game changer.
Wow. I love hearing that. In such a short period of time too.
Yeah.
But what you mentioned control as an entrepreneur, right? This is an entrepreneur. This is a entrepreneurial career. So what's the difference in control specifically with the structure of our brokerage versus other brokerages? Like what allows for that control?
Right. So I was on a team before. So I think that's the main difference. You have to do what the team lead wants you to do. You have to use the systems they want you to use and the processes. So really just sitting down and figuring out what works best for Bailey, what works best for me, what works best for my customers, and just fine tuning that so I can have, my own personalized experience for my customers.
Nice. So building your business when you have control allows you to customize it to yourself and fit it to your strengths. So I know we offer training, right? Everybody talks about the training, but have you done Strength Finders? You haven't been here during a Strength Finders?
No, I haven't done Strength Finders yet.
Okay, so let me talk a little bit about that. We hire an outside consultant to administer Strength Finders to our agents and allows them to explore what they're good at and what their strengths are. And like you can adjust your lead generation style or the way you approach your business based on those strengths. And it sounds like other brokerages or where you came from before, especially on a team, it was not an option to tailor your business to your strengths. So like when you don't, what did you experience when you were maybe doing things that weren't playing to your strengths in your previous brokerage?
I didn't feel like I was giving, as good of an experience to my customers that I could have, because I was being told, this is what you should do.
Right.
This is how you.
And you, as a new agent, you may need that. As a brand new agent, you need the structure. Right. And then you mentioned in your Why I Joined Momentum video about how much you learned previously, but it sounds like pretty quickly you transitioned to learning from the learning phase to like wanting to break out on your own. And it's just our platform allowed you to do so. That's so awesome. So like so talk to me about, switch gears a little bit here. I touched on your social media presence. Like how important is social media to you? I speak with every agent that on our, every partner we have in the company. And I get a lot of, well, I'm not very comfortable with social media. And is it necessary? Do I need a Facebook page? Do I need a website? In your professional opinion, what does that do for you as a business owner and your brand?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's crazy that people say that, because I mean, think about the number of people that are on social media.
Mhm.
I mean, if you're researching to go to a restaurant or to go anywhere to shop somewhere, you immediately get on Instagram or go to their website.
Mhm.
I mean, I think Instagram is probably the number one, platform right now that people search on, especially, millennials. And that's the majority of my customers. They're in that millennial age bracket. So I know that when they're searching for anything, they're going to be searching on Instagram or Facebook. And I want to be right there, top of mind, and out there for them to find me.
So on a daily basis, what do you do to put yourself out there? Like actually, what's your process that you go through and you think, okay, I'm going to put this out today? Like, how do you decide what would be valuable content? And how do you decide what would fit in your brand and all of
Honestly, like, since I am a newer agent, I'm in my mind, I'm thinking I have to compete with all of these other realtors that are out there, whether they're good or not, whether they're full time or not. I have to compete with them. And so in my mind, I'm thinking, what would I want to see if I was a buyer or if I was a seller? What information am I looking for? And that's what I try to put on my site. So people can come to my page and it can be a resource to them.
that? Nice.
So
So
I like to record videos. I did a video the other day with a lender just going over the buying process, because a lot of people don't know what costs are involved, what the steps are. And it's one thing, you can shoot them over literature. Are they going to read it? Probably not. Video, I feel like, is so powerful. And I mean, people can get to know you through video. They start to trust you and you build a relationship that way. And that is priceless.
immediately the connection is there. The way someone talks, the way they present themselves, it's an immediate connection, just like you said. I'm so glad you said that,
Yep.
because video says something, if a picture is worth 1,000 words, who knows how many words a video is, because you gain so much just from that interaction through a screen even. And in these times where we are not supposed to be meeting, which is nuts, right? That even emphasizes the importance of having a presence on video and being able to convey ideas through this medium. So that's huge. And again, I talk to plenty of agents within our company, and they're not comfortable with video. And I always tell them, and I'm sure you can attest to this too. We have formal sit-down interviews like this where we exchange ideas and present ourselves, but just a quick selfie video, or like, this is what I'm doing today, and I thought of something today that helped this set of buyers, and I think this would be really valuable to you. It's I think people believe that the entry to video is maybe this big hurdle, but you can start simply like that and people get to know you and you can add value very quickly.
And I've had better response from videos that aren't professionally done. Just me being real. Hey
Mhm.
guys, I'm at this house. Let's take a look at it. Hey guys, here's some tips on this, that. It's the reactions and the feedback I've gotten from all my videos have been great.
Yep.
So
Yep. And I mean, even in those, you present yourself professionally, so I'm sure that adds to it too. But yeah, but I guess what I want to convey to people is that you can brand yourself nearly for free. It's not this huge hurdle to jump over that you need to spend all this money. And maybe you have some costs here and there with the systems or the platform, or organizing yourself, like you said. But you can do it for free quite
yeah,
easily.
you don't have to
So
be tech savvy to do it. You don't have to know how to use Photoshop or anything like that. You just pick, you know your style, you figure it out, play around, but you need to be consistent with that. And
mhm.
you need to have a consistent look and brand, because people will start to identify that with you, and that is so important.
Yeah, so that's actually a very good point that I talk about all the time. So pretend I'm a new buyer or a new seller that you've met. What exactly does the font that you use mean, or like the colors you use? Why is that important? And you kind of touched on it, that it's consistent and people get to know you. But like, as you sit across the table from someone and push forward this brand package, why is that going to help you in getting that listing or getting that buyer to work with you.
Yeah, I mean, I think it just projects your image, your style. Um, People may see that and say, oh, we have similar styles. I want to work with this person. We're going to be on the same page on other aspects, probably.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I just think that staying consistent throughout, with your branding and posting consistently, staying top of mind. I mean, it could win you over from somebody else that doesn't have that.
Yep.
So,
Just the brand consistency. I think what I say is it gives legitimacy to your business. Even though,
right.
like you and I know their images, there's certain fonts, there's certain colors, and they don't have necessarily intrinsic meaning, although your name can have meaning, your tagline can have meaning, absolutely. But like if you just separate all these things that we use, they don't necessarily have meaning on their own, but when you put them together and push them forward across the table and say, look, it's immediate connection, immediate value that you give.
More polished, more professional.
Yep. So share with everybody just a couple of the tools that you use so someone watching this can start building their own brand. Like, what's your favorite things to use?
Yeah, so I use Canva. That is the primary thing that I use. It is easy because I don't know how to use Photoshop. So I use Canva. I have Canva Pro. You do have to pay, I think, $20 a month, but it's worth it. You can
Mhm.
download fonts. I use duffont.com, and so you can search and download fonts that way. But yeah, Canva's great. I mean, you can build your own brand kit in Canva, so you can use the same colors, the same fonts, all that throughout all of your documents and stuff that you make, and keep all of your templates and designs in one place. So
Yep. And you know me personally, Canva's my favorite too. There is
yeah,
a very robust free version. I've been using that for years. Honestly, I just got the pro version myself. Huge value for what you have to pay. It's just huge. So what do you, I like to end the interviews this way. Like you've been with Momentum now just under a month. What would you tell someone on the fence about joining? And I know I asked you this question in your original interview, but if you have any additional perspective on like the value that you've gotten from the brokerage, what would you tell somebody who's on the fence about joining that would maybe make them make the jump?
yeah, I mean, there's really nothing to lose, and you have so much to gain. I mean, yes, I think people may be worried that are on a team. I was on a team. I was worried about that, but this company and this brokerage has such a team feel and camaraderie that you're not missing anything. Like, you have the support. If you need to call John or Brittany or even, they can reach out to anybody. You have that, support. So I would say nothing should hold you back, really.
Yep. I love that. Thank you so much. Is there anything else you want to add? This has been like, I've gotten value from this. I can only imagine people that see this are going to get value from it. So thank you. Is there anything else you want to say about your journey or what's next for you? Like what's the future look like? What do you have in the pipeline?
Uh, yeah. So one of my big goals for 2021 actually is to start investing and getting rental properties. And John's really big on this. I think he's going to do a class soon about it. So just like stuff like that, we said today in our huddle that some people may be interested in that. And he's like, all right, let's do a class about it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like the value just never ends. But yeah, that's one of my goals for 2021, pay down debt, build wealth, and start investing.
Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm so
Yeah.
excited to see what's next for you. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it, Bailey.
Thanks, Bruce. Absolutely.
Bye.